Hello, good morning po. Once again, good morning po sa inyong lahat. Today po ay magkakaroon tayo ng another pre-bid conference for 6 projects, 6 FY 2024 infrastructure projects from 24 DJ 0077 to 24 DJ 0082. To start with po is hingin po natin muna ang prayer ng at magmumula po kay Engineer Mayo Gayeta.
Good morning po. Sandali po tayong tumahimik at manalangin sa ngalan ng Ama, ng Anak, ng Espiritu Santo. Amen. Lord, maraming salamat po sa araw na ito. Maraming salamat po sa biyayang buhay. Lord, ipagkaloob niyo po sa bawat isang naririto ang talas ng kaisipan upang maunawaan po ang lahat ng tatalakayin sa pre-bid conference na ito. Lord, sa inyo na po namin lahat itinataas, lalong-lalo na ang pre-bid conference na ito para sa ikaaayos ng daloy po nito. Lord, yun lamang po at dinadalangin po namin ito sa pangalan ng iyong anak na si Jesus. Amen.
Father, the Son, Holy Spirit. Thank you, Engineer Gayeta. So, for the acknowledgement po ng presence na dito sa ating pre-bid by Zoom and via YouTube live streaming. So, sa pangunguna po ng ating Vice Back Chairperson, Engineer Julius B. Digala. Good morning po.
Good morning po, Ma'am Nipa. Good morning po sa lahat.
Thank you po. Present na rin po ang ating back member, Engineer Marvin John Agustin. Good morning, sir.
Good morning po.
Thank you po. Nasa line na rin po ang ating back TWG member, Engineer Ezra L. Africa. Good morning.
Good morning po, ma'am. Good morning po sa lahat.
Thank you. So, present na rin po ang ating back TWG member, Engineer Jim Paul Abril. Morning.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning.
Thank you. So, present na rin po back TWG member, Engineer Rainier Palaganas. Good morning, sir. So, ang ating pong Secretariat, Back Secretariat, Engineer Mayo Gayeta. Morning po. Back Secretariat Member, Engineer Carla Joyce Dino.
Good morning po.
Good morning. Back Secretariat Member, Miss Laila Dirama.
Good morning po.
So, programmer po natin, present na po si Engineer Dante Domino Diamante. Morning.
Good morning po. Good morning, everyone.
Thank you. Present na rin po si Engineer Kim Elicer Cantos, programmer po. Morning.
Good morning po, ma'am. Good morning po sa lahat.
Next po, programmer natin, Engineer Justin Nierba. Good morning po.
Morning po, ma'am.
Thank you. So, representative po from the interested contractors ni JK Construction Corporation. Good morning. Representative po from Romhead SJ Builders. Good morning po. Mayroon po ba akong hindi nabanggit? So, back DPWH member, Engineer Marco Brian Biton. Good morning po.
Morning po.
So, yun po. Thank you po. And siguro po may hahabol pa mamaya-maya. So, start na po natin. Magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. Especially po din po sa mga nanonood sa YouTube live stream natin. So, next po ay for the opening message po ng ating Vice Chairperson, Engineer Julius Bidigala. Sir.
Thank you, Ma'am Nimpa. Sa aking pong mga fellow back members sa back TWG, back secretariat, and of course yung ating mga engineer presenters at sa ating mga interested parties, contractors. Good morning po. I hope may present po today ng ayos yung ating 6 na projects for 2024. And para naman po sa ating mga contractor friends na interested parties, wag po kayong magtubili magtanong kung kayo medyo may katanungan pa. At ready naman po at willing sumagot yung ating mga technical presenters para po mas malinawan at mas maging smooth yung takbo ng ating bidding process na ito. Again, in behalf of our back chairperson, I welcome you all to this pre-bid conference for today. Thank you po. Ma'am Nita, kayo na po.
Thank you po, Engineer Julius. So, start na po natin yung presentation. For the orders of ang ating presentation po, number 1 po is 24DJ0077, Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program or VIP, Multipurpose Building Facilities to Support Social Services, Construction of Multipurpose Building, Daycare Center, Barangay Arawan, San Antonio, Quezon. Scope of work, construction of 1 multipurpose building or daycare center. Approved budget for the contract is 4,950,000 pesos. Source of fund GAA 2024 with contract duration 210 calendar days. Contractor size range small b with license category C and D. Cost of bidding documents 5,000 pesos. Number 2 is 24DJ0078. Okay. Yung contract po 5 po for 24DJ0077. Siya po ay 1-story building with major category BICWOPLS. So, nandito po yung similar categories of work. So, bali 6 po yan. Hindi pala. Bali, 8 categories. Rehabilitation po ng building, construction ng repair ng building. So ito po yung mga categories na similar categories na pwedeng ma-eligible sa ating bidding process. Next po. Number 2 is 24DJ0078 Convergence and Special Support Program. Special Road Fund Motor Vehicle Users Charge or the MVUC as per RA 11239. Improvement of Intersection-MSR Diversion Road SO 1994 LC. Kilometer 134 plus 291 and MSR Old Route SO 1996 LC Lucena City. Ang scope of work po is the improvement of the intersection with net length na 374 linear meter. Approved budget for the contract is 9,650,000 pesos. Source of fund, again, GAA 2024 with contract duration 120 calendar days. Contractor size range, small b with license category C and D. And cost of bidding documents, 10,000 pesos. Contract profile is TEMS 374 linear meter. So may similar category support na TEG, TEP, TEP-S or 5 or S, TEP-S and TEP-P, TES and TEA. So makikita ito po yung mga categories, similar categories. Next, number 3. 24DJ0079, the Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP, Multipurpose Building Facilities to support social services, construction of multipurpose building or covered court, Purok for Millenger, Barangay, Mangilag, Candelaria, Quezon. Scope of work is construction of one multipurpose building or covered court. Approved budget for the contract, 7,425,000 pesos. Source of fund, GAA 2024. Contractor size range, small b with license category C and D. Cost of bidding documents is 10,000 pesos. Contract profile. Ang major category support po is BICWOPLS for one-story building. Next po. Number 4. 24DJ0080. 24DJ0080, Convergence Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program or BIP, Public Water Supply System, Construction of Water Supply System, Barangay Arawan, San Antonio, Quezon. So, in scope of work po is construction of 420 linear meter water supply system. Approved budget for the contract, 4,950,000 pesos. Source of fund, GAA 2024. Contract duration is 120 calendar days. Contractor size range, small b with license category C and D. Cost of bidding documents is 5,000 pesos. Ito po yung contract profile, eligibility profile, WSL 2 and 3, ang major categories of work. Okay, next is number 5, 24DJ0081, Convergence Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program or BIP, Public Water Supply System, Construction of Water Supply System, Barangay, Bignay 1, Sariaya, Quezon. Scope of work, construction of 540 linear meter water supply system. Approved budget for the contract is 4,950,000. Source fund, GAA 2024. Contract duration is 120 calendar days. Contractor size range, small b with license category C and D. Cost of bidding documents is 5,000 pesos. Contract profile is major category support, WSL 2 and 3. Next po. And lastly po, number 6, 24DJ0082, Convergence Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program or BIP, Multipurpose Building Facilities to support social services, construction completion of multipurpose building, Barangay sa Purok, Sariaya, Quezon. Scope of work, construction completion of one multipurpose building, provided for the contract 2,475,000. Source of fund GAA 2024 and contract duration 105 calendar days. Contractor sizing small B with license category C and D. Cost of bidding documents 5,000 pesos. Contract profile eligibility, BICWOPS for one-story building. So, next po is yung presentation ng program, scope of work, and plans. Thank you. Sino po magre-present?
Sige, ako na lang po magre-present dito. Good morning, everyone. Ang contract ID po natin today is 24DJ0077, title Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, Multipurpose Buildings, Facilities to Support Social Services, Construction of Multipurpose Building, Daycare Center, Barangay Arawan, San Antonio, Quezon. Plans of the proposed project. This is the title page. This page shows the perspective, the location map, the vicinity map, and also the table of contents. This shows the site development plan, the project. This shows the summary of quantities. This page shows the ground floor plan, the second floor plan, and the roof plan of the project. This page shows the front, rear, left side, and right side elevation. This plan shows the schedule of doors and windows. This page shows the reflected ceiling plan and the detail of metal flooring. This page shows the floor finish plan and the floor finish plan. This page shows the wall finish plan for ground floor and second floor. This page shows the details of section of staircase, the details of ramps, details of plan of staircase. This shows the detailed plan of the toilet, detailed section of the PWD toilet, details of grab bar, and detailed section of toilet. This shows the details of railing, details of text concrete molding, details of blackboard. This shows the DPWH standard field office. This shows the DPWH standard project billboard. These are the general construction notes. This page shows the foundation plan, the second floor framing plan, and the roof framing plan. This shows the truss diagram and the details of main trusses. This shows the details of purlin splice, the details of truss anchorage, details of connection of purlin to top cord, details of connection of purlin to saw rod, details of connection of cross bracing, and other details. This shows the details of the column footing. This shows the details of the staircase and the spot details, also the detail of wall footing, and the details of beams. This shows the details of the panel board, the riser diagram, and the electrical notes. Also the load schedule of the electric. This shows the lighting layout for the first and second floor. This shows the power layout for the ground floor and the second floor. This page shows the detail of floor clean out and the detail of catch basin. Also the plumbing notes. This shows the sanitary layout for the ground floor and the second floor. This shows the cold water line layout for the first and second floor. The storm drainage layout for the first, second floor, and the roof. Next page, please. This shows the sanitary line isometric diagram and for the storm drainage and the isometric diagram for the sanitary line and the CWL. This shows the AC and exhaust fan layout for the first and second floor. Also the mounting detail for the air conditioning condenser and the detail of suction piping. Plans of the scopes of works. For the scopes of works, Part A, facilities for the engineer, we have construction of field office for the engineer, provision of furnitures, fixtures, equipment, and appliances for the field office for the engineer, and provision of progress photographs. For Part B, other general requirements, we have permits and clearances, project billboard, signboard, occupational safety and health program, and mobilization, demobilization. Under Division 1, General, Part C, Earthworks, we have removal of structure and obstruction, structure excavation for common soil, embankment from structure excavation, common soil, and gravel fill. Under Part D, reinforced concrete, we have structural concrete 4,000 PSI Class A at 28 days. We also have structural concrete 3,000 PSI Class A at 28 days. We have reinforcing steel grade 40 deformed and reinforcing steel grade 60 deformed, and also formworks and false works. Under Division 2, Buildings, Part E, Finishing and Other Civil Works, we have soil poisoning, CHB non-load bearing, including the reinforcing steel 100 millimeter, CHB non-load bearing, including reinforcing steel 150 millimeter, carpentry and joinery works, doors for wood panel, steel doors and frames, aluminum framed glass doors, swing type, aluminum glass window, awning type, railing, cement plaster finish, cement floor finish, plain, ceilings 4.5 millimeter metal frame, fiber cement board, reflective insulation, glazed tiles and trims, unglazed tiles, waterproofing for cement base, painting works for masonry and concrete, corrugated metal roofing gauge 26, structural steel trusses, structural steel purlins, metal structural accessories, steel plates, metal structure accessories, metal structure accessories, bolts and rods, fabricated metal roofing accessory, flashing, gauge 26. We also have fabricated metal roofing accessory gauge 24 for gutters, sewer line works, cold water line works, storm drainage and downspout, plumbing fixtures, and catch basin. For Part F electrical, we have conduit boxes and fittings, conduit works and conduit raffins, wires and wiring devices, panel board with main and branch breaker, lighting fixtures and lamps. For Part G mechanical, we have air conditioning package split type. Minimum equipment requirements. For the minimum equipment requirements, we need one backhoe, 0.80 cubic meter, 138 horsepower, one dump truck, 12 cubic yards, 290 horsepower, one chainsaw, 7 feet reach, 9 inches standard blade, one plate compactor, gasoline engine, 5 horsepower, two concrete vibrator, one pump crate, one bar cutter, 25 millimeter maximum rebar, single base, one bar bender, 25 millimeter maximum rebar, three phase, one bagger mixer, 4 to 6 cubic feet, one welding machine, electrical driven, DC output 500 amperes, one cutting outfit, one power trowel, one truck mounted crane 21 to 25 metric tons, 200 horsepower, and one low bed trailer. For manpower requirements, we we need one project manager, one project engineer, one accredited materials engineer, one construction foreman, one first aider, and one safety officer. The approved budget for the contract is 4,950,000 pesos and the contract duration is 210 calendar days. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer Dante. So, may question po kaya? So, marami pong salamat. Kung walang question, thank you, Engineer Dante Diamante. So, acknowledge po muna natin ang presence po ni back member Engineer Faustino Mark Anthony de la Cruz. Good morning, sir. And presence po ni back member Engineer Ma'am Hazel Elises. Good morning. And back Secretariat, Miss Joy Aragon. Representative po ni IA Bosque Construction. Good morning po. So, proceed na po tayo sa next project kung wala nang tanong dun sa first project natin. Thank you po. Sino po kaya magpe-present?
Hello, good morning po.
Good morning.
Good morning. For our second project po, Convergence and Special Support Program, Special Roads Fund, Motor Vehicle Users Charge, MVUC, as per RA 11239, Improvement of Intersection, MSR Diversion Road, kilometer 134 plus 291 and MSR Old Route, Lucena City. Contract ID 24DJ0078. Plans of the proposed project. Title page po natin. Index of drawings. Layout plan, location map, key map, vicinity map. General construction notes. Summary of quantities. Intersection layout plan. Details of traffic light mass. Details of reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings. Road safety details.
Nakakita ko factor supervisor na ano.
Traffic management plan. Details of field office.
Kenny, excuse. Pasabi doon sa
Yes
inyong
po.
mga kalapit, pag masyado mo nang maingay. Hindi magkaintindihan.
Okay po, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay na po, ma'am. DPWH Standard Project Billboard. Project scope of works.
Iba na ba din yung existing na parang hindi wala na tayong asking sa
For part A, facilities for the engineer. Item A.1.13, construction of field office for the engineer. A.1.11, provision of furnitures, fixtures, equipment, and appliances for the field office for the engineer. A.1.41, provision of progress photographs. B.5, project billboard signboard. 0.72, occupational safety and health program. B.81, traffic management. B.9, mobilization, demobilization. For part H, miscellaneous structures. Item 6051, K4, warning signs, 900mm WT5D, intersection and junction and signs Y junction. Item 6052A, I2, regulatory signs, 600mm R6-8B, miscellaneous signs, pedestrian crossing. Item 612.1, reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings, white. Item 612.2, reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings, yellow. Item 623.1A2, supply and install local controller microprocessor type TS2 16 signal group. Item 623.3B2, supply and install traffic signal head LED type 200mm 3 aspect. 623.3D1, supply and install traffic signal head LED type 300mm 2 aspect. 623 3D2, supply and install traffic signal head, LED type 300mm, 3 aspect. 623 3D5, supply and install traffic signal head, LED type 300mm. 6236A, supply and install traffic signal pole, type A mast arm, 4-meter outreach with concrete pedestal. Item 62311, complete installation of local wiring and connection to local controller TS41. For our minimum equipment requirements, cargo service truck 1, applicator machine 1, kneading machine 1. For our manpower requirements, 1 project manager with 5 years of experience, 1 project engineer with 5 years of experience, accredited materials engineer 1, construction foreman, first aider, and safety officer. Approved budget for the contract is 9,650,000 pesos. Contract duration is 120 calendar days. Thank you po.
Thank you, Engineer Kenny. So, may question po kaya? Kung wala pong question, next project na po tayo. Sino po magpe-present?
Hello po, ma'am. Good morning po. Next project po natin is Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP, Multipurpose Buildings, Facilities to Support Social Services, Construction of Multipurpose Building, Covered Court, Purok 4, Millenger, Barangay, Mangilag Sur, Candelaria, Quezon. Contract ID 24DJ00729. Plans of the proposed project. This is the title page. Perspective, summary of quantities, table of contents. Site development plan. Floor layout plan. Front elevation, rear elevation. Next po is typical side elevation, elevation detail of fence, elevation detail of gate, front roof plan. Detail of field office. Detail of project billboard. General construction notes. Detail of column footings, detail of all footings, schedule of beam, typical detail of beam, detail of concrete bench, roof framing plan, detail of truss, detail of gusset plate, detail of strut beam, detail of base plate, lighting layout plan, power layout plan, single line, riser diagram, detail of panel board, schedule of loads, roughing in asymmetry of storm drain layout plan, detail of catch basin, scope of works, for part A, facilities for the engineer, A.1.13, construction of field office for the engineer, A.1.11, provision of furniture, fixtures, equipment, and appliances for the field office for the engineer, A.1.141, provision of progress photographs, part B, other general requirements, B.31, permits and clearances, B.51, project billboard signboard, B.71, occupational safety and health, B.91, mobilization demobilization, for Division 1, Part C, earthwork, 803A1, individual removal of trees, 801.1, removal of structure and obstruction, 8031A, structure excavation, common soil, 8041A, embankment from roadway, structure excavation, common soil, 8047, gravel fill, for Part D, reinforced concrete, 901D, structural concrete, 4000 PSI, Class A, 28 days, 901C, structural concrete, 3000 PSI, Class A, 28 days, 902.1A1, reinforcing steel, deformed grade 40, 902.1A2, reinforcing steel, deformed grade 60, 9032, formworks and false works, Division 2, Part E, finishing and other civil works, 1001, soil poisoning, 10462A1, CHB, non-load bearing, including reinforced steel, 100 millimeter, 10462A2, CHB, non-load bearing, including reinforcing steel, 150 millimeter, 100321 molding, 1027 cement plaster finish, 1021 1A cement for finish plane, 1038 reflective insulation, 1032 1A painting works, masonry concrete, 1032 1C painting work steel, 1032 5 texture finish, 1014 1B2 repainted metal sheet, rib type long span, 1047 7 structural steel, 1047 8A structural steel trusses, 1047 8B structural steel purlins, 1047 5D metal structure accessories steel plates, 1047 5B metal structure accessories sagrad, 1047 5C metal structure accessories cross bracing, 1047 4B metal structure accessories turnbuckle, 1047 4A metal structure accessories bolts and rods, 1013 2C fabricated metal roofing accessories gutter, 1019 storm drainage and downspout, 1015 5B catch basin CHB for part F electrical, 1110 conduits boxes and fittings, 1000
1,101, 33 wires and wiring devices, 1,102, 1 panel board with main and branch breaker, 1,103, 1 lighting fixtures. Minimum equipment requirements. Uh, two dump truck, one plate compactor, two concrete vibrator, one concrete, one bagger mixer, two welding machine, one cutting outfit, one power trowel, one truck mounted crane, one backhoe, 0.80 cubic meter, 138 horsepower, one jackhammer, one bar cutter, one bar bender, one chainsaw. For manpower requirements, one project manager with 5 years of experience, one project engineer with 5 years of experience, one accredited materials engineer, one construction foreman with 5 years of experience, one course aider, one safety officer. The approved budget for the contract is 7,425,000 pesos and the contract duration is 210 calendar days.
May question po kaya? Thank you, Engineer Justin. So, kung wala
Thank you
pong
po,
question,
ma'am.
next project po tayo.
Good morning po. Contract ID 24DG0080, Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, Public Water Supply System, Construction of Water Supply System, Barangay Arawan, San Antonio, Quezon. Plans of the proposed project. This is the title page. This page shows the vicinity map, the location map, and the summary of quantities. Also the table of contents. This page shows the layout plan for the water supply and also the front and right side elevation. This page shows the rear elevation and the left side elevation, also the details of ladder and ladder cage. These are the general construction notes. This page shows the foundation plan, the detail of column 1, footing 1, floor framing plan, and the detail of manhole. This page shows the detail section of concrete tank, the details of beams, section 1 of the slab bar reinforcement layout, and the detail of air vents. This page shows the floor plan, the roof framing plan, front elevation, right side elevation of the detailed powerhouse, and the details of doors. This page shows the details of solar panel stand, the pipeline straight line diagram, detail of faucet, and the wall footing details, and the distribution line. This page shows the schedule of load and the riser single line diagram and the details of panel board. This is the details of DPWH field office, details of the DPWH standard project billboard, that's it for the scope of works. For the scope of works, We have Part A, facilities for the engineer. We have construction of field office for the engineer, provision of progress photographs. Under Part B, other general requirements, we have project billboard, signboard, occupational safety and health, mobilization and demobilization. Under Division 1 General, Part C, earthworks, we have removal of structures and obstruction, structure excavation for common soil, embankment from roadway, structure excavation for common soil, and gravel fill. For Part D, plain and reinforcing concrete works, we have structural concrete, Class A, 28 days, reinforcing steel, deform, grade 40, reinforcing steel, deform, grade 60, and formworks and falseworks. For Division 2 buildings, Part E, finishing and other civil works, we have CHB non-load bearing, including the reinforcing steel at 100 millimeter. We have waterproofing for cement base and cement floor finish plain. We also have cement plaster finish. We have railings, painting works for masonry and concrete, painting works for steel, pre-painted metal sheets above 0.427 millimeter rib type long span, and also pipe and fittings 50 millimeter diameter, high density polyethylene. For Part F electrical, we have wires and wiring devices, panel board and main and branch breakers, lighting fixtures, solar panel and inverter, battery and other devices. For Part G mechanical, we have water pumping system and submersible sump pump with control. Under Division 4, flood control, drainage, and water supply, Part K, water supply, we have pipeline trench excavation and fill and backfill. For the minimum equipment requirements, we have one service vehicle, one water truck, one concrete vibrator, one bagger mixer, one bar cutter, one bar bender, one welding machine, one cutting outfit, one drilling machine, one backhoe, and one dump truck. For manpower requirements, we have one project manager, one project engineer, one accredited materials engineer one construction foreman, one first aider, and one safety officer. The approved budget for the contract is 4,950,000 pesos, and the contract duration is 120 calendar days. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer Dante. May question po kaya? So kung wala pong question, next project na po tayo.
Next project po is 24DJ0081, or the Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, Public Water Supply System, Construction of Water Supply System, Barangay Bignay 1, Sariaya, Quezon. Plans of the proposed project. Here we have the title page. We have the location map, vicinity map, and the summary of quantities. This page shows the front and right side elevation and also the layout plan of the water supply system. Here we have the rear and left side elevation, also the drilling and installation of pump and motor, also the details of ladder and ladder gauge. Here we have the general construction notes, page 1. Also the general construction notes, page 2. Here we have the detail of column 1, footing 1, the foundation plan, the floor framing plan, and the detail of manhole. Here, this shows the detail of section for concrete tank, the details of beam, and the details of air vents, and slab bar reinforcement layout. This page shows the floor plan, the roof framing plan, the details of the powerhouse, the rear side, left side, front and right side elevation, and the details of doors. This page shows the wall footing details, the details of faucet, pipeline straight line diagram, detail of distribution line, and the detail of solar panel stand. This page shows the schedule of load, the plan of solar panel stand, the details of panels board, and riser single line diagram. Also the powerhouse layout plan. This is the DPWH field office details. This is the detailed plan for the DPWH standard project billboard. Scope of works. For the scope of works, we have plan part A, facilities for the engineer, construction of field office for the engineer, and provision of progress photographs. For part B, other general requirements, we have project billboard and signboard, occupational safety and health, mobilization and demobilization. For Division 1 General, Part C Earthworks, we have removal of structure and obstruction, structure excavation for common soil, embankment from roadway, structure excavation for common soil, and gravel fill. For Part D, plain and reinforcement concrete, we have structural concrete Class A, 28 days, reinforcing steel, grade 40 deform, reinforcing steel, grade 60 deform, and formworks and false works. Under Division 2 Buildings, Part E, Finishing and Other Civil Works, we have CHB, non-load bearing, including reinforcing steel at 100 millimeters, waterproofing cement base, and cement floor finish plain. We also have cement plaster finish, railing, painting works for masonry concrete, painting works for steel, pre-painted metal sheets above 0.427 millimeter rib type long span, structural steel, pipe and fittings 50 millimeter diameter high density polyethylene, wires and wiring devices. We have panel board and main and branch breakers, lighting fixtures, solar panel with inverter, battery, and other devices. For part G, mechanical, we have water pumping system and submersible sump pump with control. Under Division 4, flood control, drainage, and water supply, Part K, water supply, we have pipeline, trench excavation, and fill and backfill. The minimum equipment requirements. For the minimum equipment requirements, we need one service vehicle, one water truck, one concrete vibrator, one bagger mixer, one cut bar cutter, one bar bender, one welding machine, one cutting outfit, one drilling machine, one backhoe, and one dump truck. For manpower requirements, we have one project manager, one project engineer, one accredited materials engineer, one a construction foreman, one first aider, and one safety officer. The approved budget for the contract is 4,950,000 pesos, and the contract duration is 120 calendar days. Thank you. Thank you.
Any question po? Kung wala pong question, next project na po tayo.
Sige, ako na lang, hindi po ako magkanan. Contract ID 24DG0082, Convergence Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, Multipurpose Building Facilities to support social services, completion of multipurpose building, Barangay Sampaloc 1, Sariaya, Quezon Province. Plans of the proposed project. This is the title page. This shows the perspective, the location map, and the vicinity map. Also the summary of quantities and the table of contents. This shows the site development plan for the project. This shows the rear elevation, right and front elevation of the project. This page shows the spot detail for A, B, and C, and the fence detail. This is the details of the DPWH standard project billboard. These are the general construction notes. This shows the roof framing plan. This page shows the foundation plan and the column footing detail and wall footing detail. This page shows the roof framing detail, the water tank and pressure tank detail, roof framing detail, and truss one. This page shows the lighting and aircon layout for additional fixtures, also the electrical notes. This page shows the plumbing notes and the water tank line layout and the water line layout. This page shows the roof drainage line, drainage layout plan, and the catch basin detail. Scope of works. Under Part A, Facilities for the Engineer, we have provision of progress photographs. For Part B, other general requirements, we have permits and clearances, project billboard signboard, occupational safety and health, and mobilization demobilization. Under Division 1 General, Part C Earthworks, we have removal of structure and obstruction, structure excavation for common soil, embankment from roadway, structure excavation for common soil, and gravel fill. For Part D reinforced concrete works, we have structural concrete at 3000 PSI, Class A, 28 days, reinforcing steel, got grade 40, deformed, and formworks and false works. For Part E, finishing and other civil works, we have ceiling, 4.5 millimeter metal frame, fiber cement board, fascia board, 19 millimeters fiber cement board, wall, 4.5 millimeter metal frame, fiber cement board. We also have wooden doors and windows, fabricated metal roofing accessory, gauge 26 or 0.551 millimeter flashing. We also have fabricated metal roofing accessory, gauge 24 or 0.701 millimeter for gutters. Pre-painted metal sheets above 0.427 millimeter rib type long span. We have cement plaster finish, painting works for masonry and concrete, painting works for steel, CHB non-load bearing, including reinforcing steel, 100 millimeter, metal structures, metal structure accessories, bolts and rods. Under metal structure accessories, sag rods, metal structure accessories, steel plates, structural steel purlins, catch basin, CHB, storm drainage and downspout. Next. And cold water lines. That sums up the Part E. Part F, or electrical works, we have conduits, boxes, and fittings, conduit works and conduit raffins, wires and wiring devices, lighting fixtures. For Part G, mechanical works, we have air conditioning system, package, split type, and water pumping system. That's the end of total Part G. Minimum equipment requirements. For minimum equipment requirements, we have one dump truck, one plate compactor, one concrete vibrator, one bagger mixer, one bar cutter, one bar bender, one welding machine, one cutting outfit. Two welding machines, one cutting outfit, one power trowel, one truck mounted crane, one backhoe at 0.80 cubic meter, one jackhammer, and one chainsaw. For manpower requirements, we need one project manager, one project engineer, one accredited materials engineer, one construction foreman, one first aider, and one safety officer. The approved budget for the contract is 2,475,000 pesos, and the contract duration is 105 calendar days. Thank you.
Kung wala po, thank you, Engineer Diamante. So, proceed na po tayo sa submission of bids.
Submission of bids, the two envelope system, one original copy of the technical proposal in a sealed envelope, and one original copy of the financial bid proposal in a sealed envelope, placed in one sealed envelope. Bidding date, March 5, 2024. Submission of bidding documents until 9 a.m. only, and opening of bidding documents at 9 o'clock a.m. Bids must be duly received by the box secretariat through 1. Manual submission, and 2. Online or electronic submission as per DEO number 87 series of 2020. Advertisement, electronic bids _Quezon 2 at dpwh.gov.ph is the assigned email address of the Quezon 2 DEO where electronic bids shall be submitted and received. It is specified in the invitation to bid and bidding documents of the contract, which allows electronic submission of bids. Upon posting of the invitation to bid and bidding documents in the DPWH PhilJEP's websites and a conspicuous place pursuant to Section 21 of the IRR of RA 9184, the box secretariat created a folder in the electronic bid submission and receipt SharePoint site, the eBid portal, for the contract ID allowing electronic submission of bids. The folder name should be consistent with the contract ID scheme provided under DO number 33 series of 2018. Opening of bid. For a hybrid system of submission where electronic and manual bids were received for a particular contract, electronic bids must be opened first before the manual bids. The same applies to the technical and financial archive files in the electronic bids, which shall open prior to the technical and financial envelope in the manual bids. The checklist of technical component envelope, the first envelope. For Class A documents, the legal documents, number 1, valid PhilJEP's registration certificate for platinum membership, all pages. Number 2, registration certificate from the Securities and Exchange Commission or SEC, from Department of Trade and Industry or DTI for sole proprietorship or Cooperative Development Authority for cooperatives or its equivalent documents. Number 3, the mayor's or business permit issued by the city or municipality where the principal place of business of the prospective bidders is located, or the equivalent document for exclusive economic zone or areas. Number 4, the tax clearance per EO number 398 series of 2005 was finally reviewed and approved by the Bureau of Internal Revenue. For eligibility documents, number 1, the statement of prospective bidders of all its ongoing government and private contracts including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. Number 2, the statement of bidder's single largest completed contract or SLCC, similar to the contract to be bid except under conditions provided under the rules of the IRR. The bidder must have completed SLCC that is similar to the contract to be bid and whose value adjusted to current prices using PSA consumer price indices must be at least 50% of the ABC to be bid. The SLCC shall be supported by an owner's certificate of final acceptance issued by the project owner other than the contractor or a final rating of at least satisfactory in the CPES. In case of contract in private sector, an equivalent document shall be submitted. Number 3, the Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board license or PICAB license or special PICAB license in case of joint ventures. For financial document, number 1, NFCC must be at least equal to the ABC to be bid, and the NFCC is the current asset minus current liabilities minus the value of all outstanding or uncompleted portion of the projects under ongoing, including awarded contracts yet to be started, coinciding with the contract to be bid. Number 2, the audited financial statement showing, among others, the prospective bidder's total current assets and liabilities stamped received by the BIR for its duly accredited and authorized institution for the preceding calendar year, which should not earlier than 2 years from the date of bid submission. Number 3, the bid security, an original copy of notarized bid securing declaration using prescribed format or any form of bid security and an amount equal to a percentage of the ABC in accordance with the following schedule of IRR section 27.2. A, the cash or cashier's or manager's check issued by Universal or Commercial Bank, 2% of ABC. B, the bank drop or guarantee or irrevocable letter of credit issued by Universal or Commercial Bank using form DPWH Infra 10 or 11, 2% of ABC. C, the surety bond callable on demand issued by a surety or insurance company duly certified by the Insurance Commission as authorized to issue such security, 5% of ABC. The bids and bid securities shall be valid within 120 calendar days from the opening of bids, and it should be specified in the bid security in any form, and please indicate the expiry date. Project requirements, which shall include the following. A, organizational chart for the contract to be bid, form DPWH Infra 12. B, the list of contractors' key personnel, including project manager, project engineer, materials engineer, and foreman, to be assigned to the contract to be bid with their complete qualification experience data, form DPWH Infra 13. C, the duly signed list of contractors' pledged major equipment units, owned or under purchase agreements, supported by proof of ownership or certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor or vendor for the duration of the project. This equipment must meet the minimum major equipment requirements for the contract set in the BDS, form DPWH Infra 14. And please note that pledged equipment must comply DO number 9 and DO 58, both series of 2012. D, the original duly signed omnibus sworn statement in accordance with section 25.3 of the IRR, and if applicable, an original notarized secretary certificate in case of a corporation, partnership, or cooperative, or original special power of attorney of all members of the joint venture, giving full power and authority to its officer to sign the OSS and do acts to represent the bidder. For Class B documents, if applicable, duly signed joint venture agreement in accordance with RA number 4566 and its IRR in case the joint venture is already in existence.
For the checklist of financial component envelope, second envelope. Financial component envelope. The financial proposal shall contain the following. 1, original duly signed and accomplished financial form. 2. Original duly signed bid prices in the bill of quantities using Form DPWH Infra 16 and 17. 3. Duly accomplished detailed estimate form, including summary sheets, indication of unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rental use in the common of the bid. 4. Duly signed cash flow by quarter using Form DPWH Infra 18. Additional requirements, duly notarized affidavit of site inspection, the construction safety and health program intended for the specific project only must be attached in technical envelope. The construction and safety and health program should also be completed in accordance with DOLE checklist and DOLE DO number 13 series of 1998. It includes the DOLE application form, construction safety and health officer, first aider, test a certificate of heavy equipment operator and or critical workers, testing and inspection of heavy equipment if applicable, and other pertinent documents for the approval of the program. Updated CPAS rating or latest certification coming from the CPAS that no rating was conducted for the past years intended for the specific project to be bid. Minimum material testing equipment requirement pursuant to DO number 80 series of 1990 and reiterated in DO 138 series of 2015. Criteria of eligibility screening, preliminary examination of bids, evaluation of bids and post-qualification, as per 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184 and latest KPP issuances. The first envelope shall be open to determine the compliance with document required to be submitted for eligibility and for the technical requirements as prescribed in the IRR. The back check the submitted documents of each bidder against the checklist of requirements to ascertain if they are all present using pass or fail criterion. For every document required that is present, it shall be rated pass. But in case of the failed to include any of the requirements resulting to incomplete required document, it shall be considered failed. Otherwise, the back shall rate the first envelope pass. Immediately after determining the compliance of the first envelope, the back shall open the second envelope for the financial document, using again the pass or fail criterion in determining compliancy based on the checklist requirements. When the bid price exceeds the approved budget of the contract or ABC, it is automatically rated as failed. All bids shall be subject for evaluation, and the lowest calculated bid or the highest rated bid shall undergo cost qualification to determine whether the bidder concerned complies with and is responsive to all the requirements and conditions as specified in the bidding documents. Additional information, entering into contract requirements to be complied by the winning bidder. 1. Construction method using Form DPWH Infra 45. 2. Construction schedule in the form of precedence diagram and bar chart with S-curve and cash flow. Include the duration of the project or number of days using Form DPWH Infra 46. 3. Manpower schedule using Form DPWH Infra 47. 4. Equipment utilization schedule using Form DPWH Infra 48. 5. Clear photocopies of TIN ID and latest PRC ID of the project manager, project engineer, and materials engineer assigned to the project. 6. Performance security and performance securing declaration. 7. Contractors all risk insurance. 8. For joint venture agreement, become special joint venture license. 9. CHSP initially approved by the Hope and the Dolly Concurrence. Reminder to bidders who will submit manually and to bidders who submitted their bids online that will submit their original documents. Submit documents with table of contents paginated and book bound with your tags pursuant to the O90 series of 2002. Proposal booklet should be signed and attached in a technical envelope. There should be documentary stamp on bidder's month and all other notarized documents. Materials engineer should be accredited and certificate of accreditation should be updated, intended for the specific project. The estimate and the summary sheet must be in detail. The contractor's authorized representative must present their valid company and any government-issued ID. Reminder to all bidders, please use A4 size of bond paper, the technical and financial bid proposal. Use the prescribed infra form which can found in the proposal booklet updated March 31, 2021. DO 35, series of 2008, the guidelines in the implementation of the three-strike policy in the procurement of civil works and consultancy services contracts by the department and reiterated in DO 17, series of 2015, the three-strike policy in the procurement of contracts for infrastructure works, goods, and consulting services. Thank you po.
Any question po? Wala pong magtatanong. So, kung ang ating pong bidding is on March 5, immediately after the submission of it. So, lahat po ng presentation natin ay makikita nyo po o pwede nyo pong balikan, pwede nyo pong i-download from sa PhilJEP's website and DPWH website. And nasa YouTube din po natin. Naka-upload po lahat iyon. So, pwede nyo pong i-check uli yung mga ating discuss for today. So, lahat po din ng bidding documents na kailangan nyo nasa PhilJEP's website. Nasa PhilJEP's website. So, kung kailangan nyo po ng mga documents na yon, immediately pwede nyo po yung download. So, ang ating, ma-acquire nyo naman po ang ating bidding documents with prescribed fee po ay sa aming office from 8 to 5 everyday po. Pag day lang po is hanggang 12 o'clock lang po kami. So, para po namin madala na sa bangko yung mga payment niyo. Ang ating pong bidding is, ulit ko po, pwede po siyang manual submission and pwede po siyang online submission. So, hindi lang po pwede, ang kailangan po ay kung magsasubmit niya kayo from online hanggang end po ay online. So, yun naman pong magsasubmit na manual, lahat po online, manual po. So, yun po. And may question pa po kaya? Aming office para po sa inyong mga inquiry. So, muli po, maraming pong salamat sa inyong lahat, sa lahat po ng naka-online, naka-join dito. Ganun din po sa nanonood sa YouTube. So, magandang umaga po. At magkita-kita po tayo on the bidding date on March 5. Thank you and good morning po.